Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bang. Them a go down, bang. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we are.
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
September 2020. Remember the election where them win was 2016? Every 5 years, there must be an election. Every 5 years. So if we have an election in 2016, when was the election due, Jamaica? Students, if we had a 2016 election.
Where are all the ladies in the house? I want to tell you why your cream is not working for you.
That's right, Angela, James, and Richard. Not 2021. Perfect. I'm going to show now the Labour Party wicked, you know. I'm going to show now the Labour Party wicked. The Labour Party decided not to call the election in 2021. They call it 1 year before the due date. In the middle of a pandemic. Remember, the country did shut down from about March, April, you know, with the pandemic. I sweep the entire world. And the Prime Minister remember them say, if there is a natural disaster or war, it will able to postpone an election. No, so it go. So how we have a natural disaster such as a pandemic and the Prime Minister saw it fit to still keep an election in. Lord God Almighty, Mr. Labour right wicked, you know. Labour right wicked, you know. Come Jamaica, make we think with sense. According to them, an election can be delayed or stalled or pushed back where a nation is experiencing either a war, natural disaster such as hurricane. When these things happen to a nation, it can, if it's an election year, the government can push back or delay the election. But Jamaica, we were experiencing a pandemic. We had a natural disaster. The COVID was rampant. And the Jamaica Labour Party saw it fit to still put on an election in the middle of a pandemic. On top of that, they make sure call it 1 year before the due date, which was in 2021. And here we are. 2020, them keep it. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, we in a. And there is no clear sign of an election. 5 years, you know. And then we have the nerve of this woman going to tell the people of this country, say the media must desist and stop from telling the nation that we have a constitutionally due election date on the 3rd of September. She's telling the nation, based on our constitution, an election is due when we have the first sitting of Parliament. When the election took place the 3rd of September in 2020, after they won on the 3rd of September 2020, Parliament happened around the 14th, 15th of September, about 2 weeks after the general election. So basically what she's saying is that based on our constitution, our election is due after the first sitting of Parliament, which means election must be called anytime after either the 14th or 15th of September. Let me ask you something, Malahoo. What purpose that serve 1 extra week and a half or 2 from the 3rd? No, me just want to know, what is the significance? Eh? She went further to say, after the first sitting of Parliament, the Prime Minister can call an election no longer than 3 months after the first sitting of Parliament when it is constitutionally due. So that means we have up until the 15th of December. Mighty God of Daniel, them your people are wicked. Eh? Then I know we see why them people are not hana what them campaign plan with the fixed election date, because they know. Eh? Now we see the reason why Andrew Holness did not stick on his campaign promises when he promised the people them fixed election date and term limits. See it here in front of we, you know. Eh? As a matter of fact, in Jamaica, I don't want nobody to be dismayed by the utterances of this woman. I believe what they did yesterday was to test the waters, to test to see how Jamaica would react to what she's saying. Well, let me tell you something, you know, it not sit well with the Jamaican because every jackman said they want the election by September. But I think it is an election ploy to catch the opposition off after we are not UNC party in Trinidad. To be caught off guard. We ready. PNP ready. You know the reason why them are look to extend it beyond this. You know, so the Labour Party not ready for the election though. Them not ready, you know. The Labour Party is not ready for no general election, and that is the reason why they're coming out with the confusion. Trying to rile up the people of this country. But I'm asking every single Jamaican, stay calm. Oh, you notice how the people in the country calm? You got a supermarket, not a soul attack. You go in the market, you walk by your produce. Nobody in the market now talk about. Me say everybody just sit down and wait patiently for the day to vote out the Jamaican.
Isat. We got man. Big sound. We just.
Luigi is not on this page. Yeah? So find another page. And at the end of the day, as I say, we must sit down. Somebody said fix the tie. Fix the tie after me no shy. Anyway, we must have conversations so that we can make competent decisions. We must make our decisions after mature consideration. We must treat the voting process as the constitutional right that it is, and we must respect it so that we don't fall victim to selling our votes to people who basically have no regard for you or the people, because it thwarts the voting process and it's not a true reflection of the desire of the people. And vote buying also includes encouraging people not to vote for their preferred choice. Voter intimidation is also something to watch. The good thing is that the international community will certainly, because of so much interest in Jamaica where it is geographically situated, will not sit idly and allow all that is being planned by the government that don't want to give up power. Many of them will find themselves in a very unfortunate situation if illegality is brought into the process. I won't say any much more on that, but to say that anybody that tries to usurp the Constitution, anybody that makes attempts to offend it, anybody that decides that they want to disenfranchise the voters, anybody that wants to interfere with the electoral process, whether through victimization, even persons now, I don't have to call them out, but persons who are flouting the illegal staff orders that is breaching the constitutional rights of citizens of Jamaica. Somebody said the tie was that way for half an hour. Why no? Because somebody told me that the tie was, which way was it? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, these elements are empty heads being used by their leaders. Yeah, but I know that empty barrel make the most noise, But it's true, me clear barrel off a wharf and give out the things every night and then use the drum for the garbage that it is. We know a lot of garbage stops by because they have to be completely invested in the facts because they are afraid when people hear the facts. Yeah? No, sir. Skin thin war. I'm a black man. My skin can't thin. Never, never, never. But more than that, I think I have ventilated the issue enough for persons to be aware that after the 15th of September, which is when the parliament dissolves, the prime minister has no power to call no election. So even if you see him at the point after the 15th of September, if he steps to the podium and says, I have informed the Governor General that the election is this date, it's just one big dummy standing up trying to save face because time run out on him. But even a Marva is going on too much, man. Moderator, you have to deal with them, Deal with them for me there. No, leave Marva. Marva tell me say the tying on my big chest from there where me I touch it for. Anyway, stay up here, stay with me. Yeah. And so once again, the Magnitsky petition on change.org, please go on to change.org and sign the petition. If you're going to donate to the One Jamaica Legal Defense Fund or watch Will Rattigan show for more information. Right? So, any questions for me? Because I think I've said, do not let anybody attempt to use delay to call the bluff of the Jamaican people. The Prime Minister, having failed to call the election before it is constitutionally due, has made it clear to the Jamaican people that he certainly is not confident in the people in his party. One significant observation I must show you is that after his failure to have his statutory declaration certified, and that is left unanswered to now, as well as going into an election, because they know, even if we don't know, who the other 7 are. Just note that the rest of them have decided that during this election, when they put their poster boards up, you won't see the Andrew Holness putting them and say, my people, I give you this. They're going to go out and say every man for themselves and hope that they can hold on to their constituency because the writing is on the wall. Destiny's Child is in the building. Yeah? If you don't believe me, just drive around and start look on the poster boards. So I make sure, see through the leader of my party is the man of integrity, is a competent attorney, businessman, finance man, yeah? And a Jamaican. Of course it is an honor to be placed on a poster board with the leader of the party. Because where integrity is, yeah, there can be confidence that the change, when we say time come, change coming with it. That's all. So it's a simple fix, Election is due September 3rd, like the last election. Parliament is dissolved. September 15th, if the Prime Minister don't call it before. Because remember, when September 3rd come, Parliament only have 15 days left before the Constitution say get up and come out. And then Purdah takes effect. So we're 5 months away from everything I'm saying to happen. And so trying to see how much you can buy time. Who am I though? Oh, anyway, yeah. So that being said, would you move? Somebody said, would you move? There will be no late voting in Portland. So that I don't have to watch. No, there will be no late voting in Portland. The rule is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is the deadline. And the competent people will be trained to act as such. Yes, anybody feel like say them can do anything other than what the rules say. They will know. Yes, and not 1 minute after. All right, big up yourself. Yeah. So my people, I have said it. When it comes to constitutional matters, the people of Jamaica needs to look to the Charter of Rights. Start with the protection of your rights. After you are au fait, as in after you understand what Section 13.3 is saying in terms of the right to life, freedom of expression, dissemination, access to education, freedom of religion, freedom of belief and conscientiousness, freedom of your rights to your land, your due process rights, and your fair trial right. Once you are au fait with that, start to look what the creatures of the Constitution. The Constitution by design ensured that it called the workers in government creatures. They are your servants. They are the dogs and the animals that bow down to you. You, the human, is superior to the people in government. You, the human, all if you broke and poor and pauperized and no teeth. Once them say, them put themselves as a creature of the Constitution, they are less than you. I must empower the people of Jamaica to understand that, so that your servants don't abuse you. In which life can the servants abuse the master?
We're not going to false promise. On the things that we are putting back in the office, on the things that we are novice, on the better listen to this. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly, cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in a the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do a wedding call the election. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. So we a tell them promptly, people just vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them